Once again, you are welcome to the 360 Degrees Counselors channel. It's your channel, it's our channel where we share information for holistic development of man. This evening, my concern is to answer the question many students are often worried about. And that is the question of the exam that is ongoing in Nigeria. That is the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, often referred to as JAMB. Today is the eve to the JAMB mock exam. And the question many students would like to ask is UTME mock exam or JAMB mock exam compulsory? The answer is very straightforward. No. The answer is capital no. The question I want to ask next is, if I don't write the JAMB mock, does it affect me? Does it affect my performance in the main exam? Does it affect my performance at the end of this academic year? Will it affect my admission? The answer again is capital no. The mock exam was introduced by JAMB to help students prepare themselves ahead of the main JAMB. The score from the mock is not added to the main exam. So writing the mock or not writing it does not actually affect a student. The advantage of writing mock may include: 1. The student is able to familiarize themselves with the environment of the exam and the system that is to be used. The environment means how will the day of the main JAMB exam go, from arrival to the exam hall, to biometrics and the verification, and then to the real exam, which involves the use of a computer system, a CBT-based test. And so this is usually what students stand to gain, familiarizing with themselves with this process when they take mock JAMB exam. But the score is usually not added to the total score at the end of the day, neither does it affect them in any way in terms of academic performance in the main JAMB. Alright? Now, on the other side, for the exam board or the exam body, which is the Joint Admission Matriculation Board, it helps them to know how prepared they are for that particular year's main exam. It also helps them to find out the level of preparation by the CBT centers where the main exam would equally be taking place. Those are the main purpose why the UTME exam mock is taken, and the reason why JAMB introduced the mock JAMB exam. So for the 2025 UTME, the examination, the mock exam, is taking place tomorrow. The question is, what are the things that students need to do to excel? That is essential preparations that are expected of students. Number 1 is early arrival to the examination center. Early arrival. If you are writing the mock exam tomorrow, you are expected to arrive at your center as early as possible, at least 30 minutes to the commencement of the time that is indicated on your exam slip. 2. You are expected to have printed your examination slip by now. That is what will guide you to know your center and to know the time of your exam and to know your seat number, and then a host of all other information which has have been discussed in the previous episode when we made the video and showed you on how to print out your slip. So I believe by now all students who are writing the exam tomorrow have printed their slip. So on the slip you have necessary information that will guide you on it. You also have instructions on the items that JAMB does not allow, like the external storage facility, like flash, CD, wristwatch, necklace, and spine glasses, and a lot of others which is written in your slip. So you are expected to read them up. You don't bring any of this into the examination hall. Basically, the only item that is required to enter with you into the exam hall is the examination slip and probably your pencil for working, or as the case may be. Number 3, a student is expected to take position on their system the moment they are done with their biometric verification and they are checked into the exam hall. When you're already in the exam hall, the following steps or tips are necessary. Number 1, log into your system using the registration number or any other procedure that the JAMB body or board has provided. The instructions will always be there to guide you, and the supervisors at the center would also help. Now, when you have logged into your system, your questions pop up and then you begin to answer. Very importantly, you must ensure that you read every question very well. Read every question very well before you start answering. That is very important. And the instruction that is given must also be well read, either instruction leading to the general exam or instruction leading to each question. Students must be patient enough to read those instructions perfectly. Now you started answering your question. Remember, the UTME exam is basically multiple choice question format. That is, it is OBJ, objective answers. Always look at read through your question and then the instruction and ensure that you get the question clearly and then pick the right option using, of course, your system gadget, since it is a CBT exam, either with the use of the mouse or with the use of the basic keys for the purpose of doing that. Now, ensure that you answer the questions that are easier to you first. You will always have the opportunity to come back to questions that are difficult to answer them later within the period of the exam. And so that will make you to move faster and you would probably perform better. Many students usually will start from question 1 and then go to 2 and then go to 3. And if these questions are relatively difficult for you, if you are not careful, your time management becomes challenging, because by the time you will probably not have gone far, you will discover that the time indicator on your system will have been telling you that the time left is small compared to the number of questions you are yet to answer. So answering the questions you know best would help you to move faster. Then at the end of the day, you can always come back to the questions that are difficult for you and you do justice to them. Also, you should ensure that when you answer all the questions, you have time to go through the questions to ensure that you have done so, you have picked answer for a correct answer for every question. Also, ensure that you manage your time well, because usually the system would automatically submit once the your time is up. Again, you must note that the JAMB exam for your four subjects are usually 180 questions, and you are required to answer these 180 questions in 2 hours. That is 120 minutes. So your time management is very, very important in this JAMB mock exam, so that you'll be able to perform excellently. And when you have done that, you are expected to submit at the end of the day your work, and then before you leave the examination hall. Now, what are the emotional preparation required? Every exam comes with some elements of anxiety and comes with some elements of fear. But I want to let you know, to perform excellently, you should not allow your fear to overwhelm you. Why? Because the fear would put your brain or your thinking faculty to flight, as it will lead to the secretion of excess adrenaline in your body, and as a result, it tends to shut down your reasoning faculty, and it will impede the level and interfere with your reasoning, and as such, fear will not help. Ensure that as you have prepared for this exam, you go into the exam hall with confidence, and then do the best you can and submit. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to exercise fear. You must have confidence in all your preparations. And of course, another important tip is that by now or before the exam, you have covered all your scheme or all the JAMB required topics, that is using your syllabus. You have covered your syllabus. And so with that, you should be able to attempt the questions, write the exam with great confidence, and come out with a great result. So as you go in for this JAMB mock tomorrow, I encourage you not to entertain fear, all right? But go in with confidence and give it your best shots. I'm wishing all of you who are writing this JAMB mock tomorrow excellent results. Remember, this is 360 Counselors channel. We wish you the best, and we expect testimonies or testimonials to come onto our platform after the exam tomorrow, as our classes will be continuing as we have always done. Our ultimate goal is actually your success. 2025 UTME is your time, your season, and you will definitely excel. Once again, thank you for listening. This is your number one counselor on this platform, 360-degree counselors platform. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.